Designing and managing product life cycle stages. The product life cycle is the progression of a product through 5 distinct stages: development, introduction, growth, maturity, and decline. The concept was developed by German economist Theodor Levitt, who published his product life cycle mode in the Harvard Business Review in 1965. We still use this model today. Basically, the product life cycle is the time from the product concept through its eventual withdrawal from the market. The product life cycle is used for decision making and strategy development throughout each stage. Marketers use the product life cycle to customize messaging for each stage. Using market research to guide their efforts, managers use the product life cycle to make strategic decisions about pricing and expansion into new markets, packaging design, and more. Product cycle: the stages of growth and decline a product experiences between being introduced to consumers and being discontinued. Wait lang. So here are the five stages of market life cycle. Number 1 is market development. The first stage in the product life cycle is development. This is where your market research journey begins. Before your product hits the marketplace, you will be refining your concept, testing your product, and creating a launch strategy. Concept testing with real potential users is an important part of this step. With concept testing, you'll know your target's market reaction to your concept and make changes according to their feedback because you've begun to create. During this initial phase, you'll encounter a lot of costs without producing any income from this new product. You may be funding this stage yourself or you may be seeking investors. Either way, the risk is high and outside funding is often limited. Market development can encompass anything from a brief sketch to prototype of your product. All you need is enough to show potential investors and customers validate your market potential early, so you can begin raising funds to launch. Balik mo muna. So ano nga ba yung market development? O kung paano yung product life cycle. So, at first muna, itong unang stage, hindi ka muna talaga kikita. So, dapat ipakita mo muna yung potential ng product mo or makaano ka ng possible na mag-fund para sa'yo, mga investors. Kasi nga, talagang sa umpisa, puro gastos ka lang ng gastos sa kumbaga, paano mo mapapakitang worthy yung product mo para mag-invest sila. So, talagang the risk is high talaga. And yung minsan yung mga magfa-fund sa'yo is limited lang talaga unless mapakita mo talaga yung potential ng product mo. And, ayun lang. Kung risk taker ka naman. So, the next is market introduction. When your product launches, you've entered the introduction stage of the life cycle. Your marketing team will be focused on building product awareness and reaching your target market. Typically, all content marketing and inbound marketing are based on promoting the product. Depending on the complexity of your product, the competition, how new and innovative it is, and other factors, you may spend more time than you expected at this stage. The good news is that your marketing is successful, you'll move on to the next stage of growth. Hindi ko pa sinasabi. Balik mo pa. So, ano nga ba ang marketing introduction? So, the introduction stage of this product life cycle is magfo-focus lang yung wait lang. Magfo-focus yung mga tao and yung mismong mga kayo sa pag-build ng product awareness and sa pag-reach ng talagang kung ano yung target market nyo. Next. The third one is market growth. At this point in the life cycle, consumers have embraced your product and are buying into your marketing. Demand and profits are growing, and the competition is looking to interrupt your success. Marketing in this stage moves from getting attention from consumers to establishing a brand presence. Show them what they should choose you in the competition. As your company grows, you may add new features to your product, beef up your support services, and open to new distribution channels. All of these efforts will feature solidly in your marketing. So, sa third stage ng life cycle, andito yung ine-embrace na ng tao yung mga product mo and naniniwala na sila sa marketing mo. So, dahil may ano na ng product mo, may naniniwala, may bumibili, and tumataas na rin lalo yung competition mo. So, at this stage, kung marami nang bumibili and pwede mo nang dagdagan ng feature yung ibang market mo, mag-open ka na ng distribution, and dapat maging accessible ka sa iyong support services kasi para mas lumaki lalo, kasi mas nakikilala ka, mas lumalaki lalo, pwede mong dagdagan ng feature kasi meron ka ng pangpundar and para mas maging accessible sa lahat. So, it will be open to much more opportunities. Next. Maturity. When sales begin to level off from rapid growth, you're entering the maturity stage. You may have to reduce prices to stay competitive. Now, your marketing campaigns focus on differentiation instead of awareness, pointing out your superior product features. During this stage, production costs decline and sales are steady. It's tempting to sit back and enjoy the steady sales, but you must make ongoing improvements to your products and let consumers know that it's continuing to get better. At this point, market saturation can occur. Competitors have begun taking a portion of the market. Although many consumers are using the product, there are too many competitors. The only way out of this dilemma is to focus on your strengths, differentiation, features, brand awareness, price, and customer service to become the brand of their choice. If not, you'll enter decline. So, what is the fourth stage of life cycle? It is maturity, and maturity is when nagsisteady na lang po yung rapid growth ng iyong product because nandun na siya sa stage na kilala na siya ng tao. So, it was called here as a maturity. Kasi since medyo okay na din siya, medyo alam niya na yung pasikot-sikot, and minsan kahit nakaka-enjoy na i-ano lang yung steady sales at hayaan na lang, dapat maging competitive ka pa rin and talagang mag-isip ka ng mga bagong ikakaano mo sa competitors mo kasi maraming competitors. So dapat mag-focus ka lang mismo sa brand mo, sa what makes you different ba sa other brand para mas piliin ka ng ibang tao, dun ka mag-focus. Okay, next. Market decline. If your brand isn't a marketplace favorite, you'll start to experience the last stage of the life product cycle. You'll be facing more competition and they'll be taking a share of the market. Sales will typically decrease in the face of rising competition. Market decline may be related to too much competition for product with similar features. If you can't differentiate your product, you won't be able to stand out in the crowd. Think about how the arrival of Facebook as a social media affected the downfall of MySpace. Outdated or replaced products. This may be the case if you have a product that has hit the limit of its ability and is just no longer marketable. For example, VHS tapes hit the point when DVDs came out, and DVDs are reaching this stage as more people is choosing streaming entertainment. Ultimately, it was a bad idea for Blockbuster, which was the largest store of video games in the US. So, sa market decline, ano nga ba yung market decline? So, the fifth stage of the market decline means, kung hindi mo na-prove yung sarili mo na talagang dapat kang piliin sa market, o ma-experience mo tong market decline. Dahil, sa dami-dami ng competition mo, if you do not prove yourself to stand out and make a difference, matatabunan ka lang ng iba. And isa pa, merong iba't ibang ang market decline. So, ang isa dyan is, first one, which is the common one, is the too much competition with similar features. Gaya nga ng sabi ko earlier, if wala ka namang magpapastand out ng product mo, why would people buy from you? People would buy from products they find interesting, they find that they stand out. And if you're just like the common and the rest of them, people would not buy from you. Especially if hindi naman nagle-level up yung product feature mo, yung price mo, yung availability mo. Why would people want to buy from you? And the second one is outdated or replaced products. It is also the second of market decline because gaya nga ng examples dito, nung naging sikat ang VHS tapes, and then dumating yung DVD, nalaos na yung VHS tapes, and then ultimately from DVDs naging streaming devices na online, and yun na yung bagong trend ngayon, and we can't do anything about it. But if it's declining na and it's not on the uso or trend na, then I guess it declines. Last one is loss of customer interest. In 2000, Heinz, the maker of food condiments and sauces, introduced easy, hurtful, colorful ketchup. Initially, it was a huge success, but the novelty wore off and the product failed. Damaged brand image. The last fourth one. McDonald's fast food restaurants took a blow to their supersized menu after a documentary about the chain's food affects overall health. So, ano muna yung third one is lose of consumer interest. May similar yan dito sa Philippines, which is yung UFC na colorful na ketchup. I used to remember na I buy the blue ones, the blue ketchup. But then it declined kasi people got weirded out with the color and all because it's different ketchups. I mean, it's same ketchup but with different color, and some are just siguro nandidire and unusual. And ako nung binili ko talaga yung ketchup na yon, syempre maganda lang talaga siyang hype sa una. Like all of the other products, I think it's when they try something, and of course at first masaya, pero then you got weirded out because it's too different than usual. It's a weird, different thing kind of usual. So people just reject it, and pag nawala talaga yung hype, then it goes down. And the damaged brand image is like this. If nasira yung image mo, halimbawa Starbucks, or halimbawa may na nakitaan ng ipis dun sa drinks mo, talagang magkaka-doubt na yung mga customers sa'yo, and na yung talagang quality ba ng mo, kumbaga questionin na yung quality ng product na binebenta mo or services na ino-offer mo pag talagang may sumikat na mali kang ginawa. So, ang mabuti dyan is always care for your brand image and make sure to fix it, make sure to never repeat it, and make sure na makakabuti to sa tao at hindi lang sobrang magda-damage, at hindi lang yung puro brand mo yung iniisip mo, dapat yung health rin ng ibang tao, and which is yung magbe-benefit lahat. And that's all. That's for my report for today, and thank you.